Good afternoon. Nga bulijjo tukomyewo. Uganda yemu ku nsi ezisingamu population esinga okubeera ento. Bw'olaba nti recently data tegeeza nti 60% of bannayuganda bakyali wansi w'emyaka 3. Twalabye graduations eza gundi ezisinga, like most of the universities, people are graduating, and over 200 emitwalo 25 egy'abavubuka bayingidde mu labor force market. So abavubuka bayongedde okuyingira akatale k'emirimu naye ekyebuzibu emirimu weegiri. So ng'oggyeko ekyo, bangi essaawa zino buli amala okusoma bw'aba tagenze mu booda ayingira anoonya zimutwala Dubai kukuba kyeyo kukola. Ndooza Uganda ebimu ng'oggyeko ebyobulambuzi tusinga ku exportinga bakozi, like abavubuka bagenda ebweru w'amawanga okukola. So kireeseewo nti opportunities ntono, abavubuka bangi, kati ffe chance the available chances oba resources oba opportunities okulaba nga tukola mu sente. So kyetuva tugezaako okuleetera baani abasobodde okubeera wano. Teweetaaga genda bweru okukola sente, teweetaaga kubeera luddawa. You need to, teri kisinga kukola sente ng'oli wammwe ng'omanyi nti ne bwe naaba nga njagala kulya ku kikomando ogenda bugenzi wa gundi. So just kyenyagadde nze nagamba bwe mba njagala okugenda ebweru ngendayo kulambula. Leero tukuleetedde omwami Daniel Ahikyirize, erinnya eryo zibumuko. Bamanyi gwe tusinga okuyita abasinga Prince of Basongola. Atwegaseeko leero agenda kuba atubuulira yasobodde atyo kikola ku myaka emito. At 19, he was already a millionaire in a Forex Trading. Yasobola atyo baako nabo kye beeyigiriza. So, welcome Mr. Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah.
Yes. Soko obuuze ku bantu.
Thank you for hosting me here, and I really appreciate. And I hope you guys are really doing so well. Now, I'll be using some Uganda, but not so much. Kakubanga is so good in it, but I'll still bring in some Uganda, okay? So, yeah, I really appreciate being here, and I feel so ready to share out my whole experience in trading. And I guess by the end of the session, at least, you guys will have gotten a lot from me. And I would have gotten a lot from the interaction.
Okay, thank you. Msajja wa luzungu nnyo, nange nabadde neewunyiza tawulira nnyo Luganda naye ajja kuba agezaako. Daniel ani Vidollarug, wajjo okuza otya, oli waawa? Just tubuulireko a small background.
So, Echisoka, first things first, Daniel Ahikyirize. I come from Western Uganda. So, Western Uganda, I'm born from Kasese. I'm born from Kasese to... Now, the tribe is not so familiar in the country. But I'm born from Kasese, in Songwara by tribe. And I have some connection to the royal family in our tribe. So, just like that. And I think started from, again, it's Western Uganda. And then later on, Nenzije, so I came to university. I came to university, that was in Leje, about 2 years ago. Yeah, so that's a brief introduction about Daniel.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, osobola otubuulirako wa myaka oli n'emyaka emeka, oli musajja mufumbo, tubuulireko kale wasoma kyenkana ki tumanyeko.
So
katono.
right now, Kati, I'm 21. I just clocked 21 of recent. Then Oksoma, Nasoma, Nenkoma. I can't say university because I left school when I was actually year one at university. I went to university and I was doing civil engineering and I was at Deje University main campus, Bombo, that side. So I was at university for just about a month in my first semester. So in the meantime, by then I'd learned trading, I learned trading when I money because I didn't have enough money to start off. So that was the time. I think it was actually, was it before COVID? Probably not so sure. I can't really remember so well, but it could have probably been before COVID. Yeah. So I was at university, I was doing a course. The course was really complicated. Kuanga civil engineering, but you see, you're not passionate about that. So at some point in life, you become mature and you start to realize what you really want, what your goals are in life. So I just found
True.
out that I was probably not meant for university. Nenga, when I was at university, I was doing some trading, Nalin trading, and Nenga sent a ninja. Or you might need some reasonable capital to really do this now, full time, or if you really want some good returns from it. So Nenga, that's how it all started. So after
Yeah.
it was actually 1 month at university. Nembita, I decided to leave school and I was now doing this because I'd now planned, I had a clear plan on getting into trading full time.
Okay. Kiki ekyakusparkinga otubulidde wakoma ndowooza kale tugambe mu A6. How did you learn about trading especially?
Now, on learning about trading, actually, I started learning about these things when I was in A level, when I was in it was actually senior six. Yeah, so in senior six, I learned about these things. During those short holidays, and then when we had the vacation after senior six, that period, I know Simani Nezinika, but that period, so I was really learning a lot from YouTube, then even from internet, there's free content out there. Now, putting in the work and because I was actually even before that, if from time, some time back, I was just interested in these internet things. Kuanga, even before getting into trading, I tried out some online hustles. I did a lot of online hustles trying to make it up. There's what we call drop shipping. I was doing a lot, trying to come up with something. So in that process, that's when I learned about trading. Yeah. So I guess you guys can still get us, but maybe to go ahead with that. In the meantime, when I learned about trading, I really put in work. It's all from YouTube. Maybe you guys have always gotten a question, who inspired you to learn trading? But I think it just came to me. In the meantime, and hello, can Can you still hear me? Hello. You can now see me?
Sorry, I thought network eri ku side eyo. By the way, I think it was on my side. Okay. Can you hear me? Osobola okumpulira bulungi?
Yeah, I can really hear you.
Oh, sorry for that. Network mbadde manyi eri kuiyo mbadde sikuwulira naye hope tuli fine. Okay. Katugezeeko okwanguwa tulabe engeri ki gye tugenda okikwasaganya. So mbadde mbuuza nti omanyi you can do something naye n'obeera awo n'ogamba nti I will not be okay, this is not my type. Oba I tried networking some days back nebigaana nengamba network marketing is not my niche. How did you know that maybe trading is for me, and how did you go about it when you were starting?
Now, maybe let me cancel Kemptemu story, because actually there are many things that I tried out. So nagezako what we call drop shipping. You buy and sell things online. Then I did Inji. Nengezako Amazon publishing. I would write ebooks and publish. Nenga, I didn't have a lot of skills about that. Then I also tried out freelancing. I would write articles. Now he was the problem. So I would spend about 3 hours writing an article, actually using the phone, because by then I didn't even have a computer. But using my phone, 3 hours editing, writing the work, and then at the end of the day, you're getting paid $5. 3 hours of hard work, then at the end you're getting paid $5. So I was like, because in that time I was really so desperate, looking for ideas, looking for something that is really going to work. So that's how I got into trading. Now, on getting into trading, like how you asked me, now take it answer that this is mine, this is my niche, this is how I can make it. So these things I think are all sparked by someone who has made it. So I think by then, Narawa calls some South African traders is called Sandile Shezi. So I watched Sandile Shezi on YouTube. He was really making it. He was a millionaire. So something came to my mind. If someone else has made it, you can also make it. So due to the fact that we were almost the same age, though he was a little bit older than me. Now the only option was can take him a man until I'm good, until I'm really good at this. So that was the main motivation behind.
Okay, that is good. Okay, so mpozi chenyezo okubuuza 99% of traders they lose money, like most of them lose money nti even the first gond wasobola otya okukipinga kyemanyi tewaliwo trader ata losing a cent buli lwoba otandika naddala. For you, what was your learning curve and how did you go about nogamba let me be consistent kubanga most interviews zenkuwulidde saying you did your own research, no mentor that pace mubanga you still did and while losing.
Now, Katechisoka Daya, I've kind of interacted with many people around. So, Echisoka Chirinti, I also experienced the same issue. People come into trading with high ambition. But yeah, like because maybe he has seen someone else is making a lot of money. So, when he comes into trading, he comes with those higher expectations. Now, cheating. When you come with higher expectations, your mind is programmed for that. Now, what comes up next? Here's what happens. Someone starts off trading with Twezem Twalo Kumi. Then guy in his mind wants to double up the amount, maybe in one day, because someone else is doing the same thing, and those things of high expectations. Now, to my story, facts are, when I was getting started, that happened. Why? Because the people who actually inspired me were making money. Nenga, when I was getting started, I didn't have a lot of capital, a lot of money. I was trading on $20, $30. Kate on those small amounts, when you want to make a lot of money off that, you're doing aggressive trading. I would do aggressive trading, Ganzikola, I've doubled up the account, then tomorrow I flow it. The next day the same thing happens, the next day the same thing happens. It was kind of no progress, because I know for you guys who could have actually tried out trading, you guys can actually tell. If you're trading a small account, $30, $20, $50, Ogenda call a cent, but then at the end of the day, you blow it up. Why? Because cent and tono, depending on your expectations. Because people come with higher expectations. That's all I know. So there was the first things first is because many traders, of course, lose and end up quitting. So here's what I think, according to what I've seen and what I've gone through. There's a Echisoka Chirin. When you're getting into trading, you have to lower your expectations because it's a business like any other businesses, So you have to first be realistic. What do I want? What are my objectives at the end of the day? You don't have to think about it being a get rich quick scheme, because when you have that mindset, the same things happen. You had planned yourself, you had programmed yourself that you're going to make quick money and live, and guess what happens at the end of the day? The opposite happens. So Zendo was a dollar. People should really understand the fact that it's not a get rich quick scheme. First things first. People should have lower expectations. Not basically lower expectations, because again that's demotivating. Now people should know that it's a process, just like any other business. Don't understand a business and you expect to make money in your first week, in your first month,
Okay. Waliwo interview gye nalaba wagambira nti how did you go about that? Omanyi ekisooka n'abazadde bennyini bamanyi if you fail binene bintu byabataasoma bintu byabalemwa how did you get the courage okubantiza abazadde nti I can do it? And really, because if you don't have support from the family, as one of videos, really you can fail in anything if you don't have support from the family. How did you go about that?
Now, on getting started, actually, when I was getting into this, nasoka nengamba mommy, because you know the mothers can easily listen, you know, they can really understand. So nasoka nengamba, this is what I'm trying to learn, and this is what people are actually making out of it. Nemulaga, I showed him some South African traders. Ngabato, you know, we are literally almost the same age. You know, this is what people are actually coming up with. Now, it was time because I needed her support. So by then, she was the one out there for me, giving me the $30, you know, hey, I blow it again tomorrow, I have to go, you know, those things. And then the hardest part was when I was now going to leave school for trading. Now, that was the hardest part. So I think, by the way, not in a bad way, I'm just trying to say this from my experience. At some point in life, when you really want to, we are supposed to take risks. Now, the risks should be calculated. You shouldn't take a high risk because someone said, hey, go risky. No, you have to take a calculated risk. So, me on getting out of school, my parents didn't even know about this. And actually, I used the tuition. And I don't even up to now they don't know that I use the tuition, or else they watch the video. Maybe they could have listened from the interviews. Now yeah, they didn't even know that I use tuition until I don't know, maybe the first week. But yeah. So
Of course, they have got from the interviews.
that's it. Now here's what happened. So at Indeje, at the university that I was actually on, the tuition was high. We're paying about 3.5 million. So at the beginning of the semester, we had paid off, I don't remember, I think $1 million. So we had a balance of 2.5. So when dad sent me the money, because initially in Nalim, because I'd made the plan, I was okay. I was not into school anymore. That's the fact. Actually, even my schoolmates can actually relate. Would be in the lecture room, others are doing the calculations. I'm on my phone trading. Yeah. So what I did was I got that money. It was about 2.5 million. So I got about it was 400. I deposited it on my phone just in case, you know, if I get into an emergency. So that was the money that I was actually surviving on, you know, you know, just trying to count the days and move on. Then I got the other money and deposited it to my trading account. By then I was trading on Xness. I deposited that money, prayed, and it was the start of everything in my life. By then, not even my roommates knew that I was using tuition by then. Not my roommates, not my parents. I was just so strong. I don't even know how I got into school those days. But that's basically how I got into, from that. Now, at the end of the semester, that's when I returned home. So on going back home, I talked to mom. I was like, I'm going to leave school. So she asked, what are you doing? Because by then I was even unable to bring bread to her table, or you know. But I told her I'm going to leave school. She's like, what are you planning? What are you doing? Now I've not even told them that I've reached tuition. I was actually planning to fake the results, you know, because they have to demand for the results, obviously. Then Gawambi, she was like, okay, you go talk to your dad. Now, of course, you know that the fathers, hey, you need education, you have to go back to school, what. So that's how the story was like. So it was really a hard moment. But then later on, I was really putting in work because I knew if I'm able to put bread or buy mom something interesting or dad something amazing, at the end of the day, they'll believe that you're really progressing. Kubanga zendowooza ekisinga neera is if you're progressing, it's okay, you know.
Okay, thank you. Okay, oyogeddeko ku kya over expectation. So many people come in trading. Sandi encourage nze muntu kukozesa tuition, naye nze idea yange eri nti omuzadde bw'oba toyina sente zisobola kusasulira mwana omwana unless nga mugezi nnyo ogenda ku government sponsorship, naye I think this ginemi oba gy'emikono oba gy'omutwe, I think they are now better than okufuna that academic papers. I think that is the way forward. Umwana mutwale mu certificate, mutwale mu trading, mutwale mu this, and it is growing. Naye kyembadde mbuuza, how do someone control the expectation n'abanga at least asobola okumanya kikuba ffenna tujja. For me, I thought I would board the plane just in one 3 months ngenda kuba ndi Dubai, that trader's lifestyle.
Now,
obitegeera. Yeah.
Was actually expectations match with the capital. Okay, actually, going to be capital and then your skills. How far have you learned? That's the first thing. Then, how much are you willing to start a pool? Let's assume we're between two traders. Now, the first trader starts up with 100,000. Then omulala starts up with 10 million. So Ochilawira want the profit targets and the expectations are a bit different. Kubanga, the person with 10 million can possibly make some good money as compared to this person with how much? With 100,000. So naturally, what comes next is results come with time. Because from me personally, facts are I started progressing from last year. Last year, that's when there was tremendous progress. But what I can say is the progress, okay, like how I am right now is far better than how I was last year. So there was a progress just comes with time, and people need to be patient with themselves. When you get into trading, just be patient. Be patient, keep putting in the work, and then I think one more thing that we never talk about is people should get objectives. Present omuntu azemu trading, someone else might come ready to do it as a full-time job. Gachimanyi, this is now my business. Why? Then someone else might be like, no, they can't call it as a side hustle. I have my main job, although let's do trading as a side hustle. So those are going to be videos that can also help someone to really come through with the expectations. Then namanya, what am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to go about the business?
Okay. Waliwo omuntu akuinspiringa n'ogamba maybe this is the person gwatunula nga whenever you're down n'ogamba maybe I should be like this person. Omuntu oyo akuinspiringa either mu trading oba mu normal daily life.
Oh, now I think to me there are two types of people in my daily life. Those are that day, pushing you to work harder. Why? Okay, personally, I feel like there is always a better way of living life, even as compared maybe to how your parents are. Katewaka, I can't say that we are so broke or maybe poor, no? It's this type of average family. Nenga mulimu onda you really want to make it far better. You want to buy your mama a car, you want, being small things like that kind of pushed me harder. Then on the trading side of it all, I've always watched this initially when I was getting the trading started. I got inspired by Sandile. He's called Sandile Shezi, but I've seen the progress is really going up. So all from home, I need to make things better, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So maybe thank you so much. Ku challenges nga gwabaddeko mu katale at least for the minimum of time gyobaddemu, olowooza challenges ki ezisinza okutawaanya bannayuganda okubanga main challenges for Ugandan traders or interacting ne Uganda banji, how have you seen them, the major challenges? Okay.
Okay, so I think the main challenge is first, Neda, we talked about it before, expectations. Many people come into trading with high expectations, so at the end of the day, the expectations are not reached. Then there was therefore, I think it all rotates around the expectations. Why, Kubanga? I can't say that capital. Why? Because even with a small capital, you can still make money because that's what you can afford. Now, let's say someone trades with at 100,000, you can make 10,000 a day, or even 5,000. Okiyawa. So nenga gakwanga omuntu alabye omulala ng'akola sente and he's only trading on 100,000, so he wants to make more, and yet you had made 10,000, and it's okay. So I think it all rotates around higher expectations, then not being patient. Yeah.
Okay, nze ekimu ku bizibu byensinza okufuna ku bannayuganda oba ku bantu obulijjo, we need money, we love money, naye okuyiga, to put in the effort to learn the craft, abasinga tebaagala. I think, how do you address that? Oli ajja n'agamba njagala onjigirize naye nga ggwayo toyina omupushinga neera okukola that what he needs to do.
Yeah, I think, by the way, that thing also happens. I think what we can talk about that is, of course, it's a skill. So knows that when someone gets into trading, it's okay at Dala, it's learning because it's a skill. I'd say the most important thing is it's even a high income skill. Even if you learn trading and you do not trade for the first few weeks, that I know how to trade, it's, you know, it's a high income skill. Even where you go, you can do your trading. So I think people should really just be patient with themselves in the learning process. You've started off learning, learn as you practice on your demo account, try out multiple times, because some of the people actually don't know what most of us have gone through. From my experience, I really practiced this thing, because by then, actually the most time when I was learning, I was staying with my uncle, but I would stay locked up in the room learning. I would learn from YouTube, then I'm learning from Baby Pips, you know, then I'm back testing stuff, I'm trying a lot of things. So I think just I want to know where patient, someone should be patient with his learning process, practice on your demo account. But as you learn, as you become a better trader, at some point you just feel, okay, I'm really ready, you know, no, and then you start.
Okay, mpozi chenyezo okubuuza, would you encourage someone to start with a small live account or to practice with a demo? Gwe ocha abasinga baga demo is important, naye mpulira practice on a demo. Okitugamba otya?
Now, when someone is getting started, as okay with demo, then in the due process of the demo account, now you can start trading on a small amount. Why? Because a demo account is okay. Naenga just it is utility. With demo accounts, you do not face the psychological issues, emotions, because it's virtual money. You know, it's like a game. Okay, fine, you've tested your strategy on your demo account. It's working. Naenga, you don't feel the emotions of losing. You don't feel the emotions of winning. So in those after the demo account for a short time, then you can start off with small real accounts, you know, small real accounts. So no until, hey, I've made money, this is how it actually feels. I've made a loss, this is how it actually feels. Because at the end of it, all emotions is always the big issue around trading.
Okay, nga tumaliriza mpozi chenyizo okubuuza, so many people they just oli aleka tugeze nga aleka strategy abadde akolamu sente naye because he's losing this day over this week over this month agamba ebyo tebikola kati njagala this strategy eno yeriko. I think you know now the buzz of smart money. Bwoba tomanyi smart money, you don't know how to trade. Bwoba okozesa, how do you see that as a challenge?
Now, I think, by the way, that's a really a big challenge to traders. Hey, in a cause, okay, I'll keep with this for a week. Then when it doesn't work, I tell that query. Now, how are you going to be consistent with such trends? And I think in trading, you just have to stick to your thing. Because facts are, okay, every trader actually goes through losses. They can be a losing week. You lose, you make losses, then a winning streak comes through. I tell you, the funny thing is when it's winning, someone is not going to change it. But when it's losing, I tell you, it's when he wants to change it. So I think it's just all about sticking to trading strategy. Then we should also have trading plans as a trader. When I your trading plan, but of course, even in the trading plan, that's why your trading strategy is. Maybe you can have two, but it's okay. You can have one and stick to it, and it works as long as you have actually backtested it. Ngomani, this how it works, because in trading actually there was you also know about we have an edge as a trader. What's your edge against the markets? And when I see maybe the crossovers of my moving averages, that's when I'm getting in. It's such small things to consider.
Okay, how is your day life? Olunaku lwokeera otya? Your normal day otandika otya? Oli ayinza ogamba how yoba abeera ludde. How is your normal day?
Trading is boring some days. It's boring because personally I wake up, I often trade the London session. There are up to evening, but for me I only focus on 10 a.m. But I wake up at around, let me start it from morning. I wake up at around 5, do some meditation, then write down my goals, because I learned those things some time back and I noticed the key things in progress. Write down my goals. Then after that, maybe take a cold shower and then come to the trading desk. Maybe that's around 7 a.m. in the morning, sit on the trading desk. I always trade GBP, JPY, maybe GBP, USD, and then Euro USD sometimes, because I'm trading the London session. And that's when those pairs are really moving brightly. Yeah, I get the trades in, then I have a trading community, do some few interactions there. So actually from 11 a.m., because by 11 a.m. I'm actually out in the markets. Because from 11 a.m. up to the evening, nothing much to do, you just, maybe you have to do something that makes you happy, just like that. So trading is a bit boring. It's actually boring.
Okay, thank you. Okay, were some few questions here. Can you, just in a summary, your worst trade ever?
My worst trade. Hey, I think that's happened.
Hey.
Probably.
It can be in monetary, it can be nti wakola ensobi, anything eyinza obutaba monetary naye eyakustressinga.
I think it was actually last year. Let me think about it and remember so well. It was actually last month. Now I went. I was actually trading GBP JPY. Now, by the way, let me share this experience with you guys. When you're in this situation, while you enter into a trade, and your mind actually behind, you feel like, hey, I think this is a wrong decision. I think it would have been a sale. I was in that situation and I actually caught up bad trades for around a week. I lost for a week. It was GBP JPY, and I trade one pair, going against the whole trend for almost a week. Hey, lost. And it's also ended, and yeah, it was a good one.
Okay. Pozi chenyizo okubuuza your best trade ever.
Now for the best trade that happened last year. So last year it was really a brilliant week. A brilliant year. So I think last year, Nalin trading up, I had a small account. I set a challenge for myself. I had about $19 on a small account. Ningamba, I had a target of flipping it to $1,000. Kizibu, it's a bit hard, but I'd set it as a goal and it happened in a week. So I remember I got the $19 because it was about 70,000 up to around $800 in a span of a week. No losses, wins throughout. So I think that could have been my best trading experience.
Okay. MT4, MT5.
I think MT4, but to advanced traders, you can still use MT5.
Okay. Your favorite broker and why?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Your favorite broker?
Oh, I think excellence. Why? Because we can trade in the UGX. Because many people have actually been asking, "Hey, how do you trade in the UGX?" I found it out. It's motivational. Napango vero lava saying, "Hey, in your Uganda, in your currency." So I think excellence accepts UGX, then tight spreads. Because if you trade with a broker with bigger spreads, it's not good on your side.
Okay, abantu baagala nnyo laba nyinako miliyoni 10, nyinako miliyoni 2. Okay. Fundamentals or technical?
Personally, technicals. Nainga fundamentals nazo, we should also consider them. You can have the economic calendar to keep track because sometimes those things affect us a lot.
Okay. Do you usually use indicators, if any? Why?
I used to use indicators by then when I was still learning. I would use the moving averages. I would use the 200 exponential moving average to establish the overall trend, because in trading maybe you could need to really understand what's the overall trend. So Nadi Intero called this the 200 moving average just for the overall trend. Then I also had a strategy of 2 moving averages, but then I later stopped using it because sometimes now I just go on the charts and I see this is an uptrend, and then I do apply the strategy and I'm in. Yeah.
Okay. Waliwo kyogamba nti if I knew this before I started or while I was starting, okay, over the year before, like you said, last year was your best year. Singo gamba 2020, if I knew this, what would be that? What would it be?
I think most important, my expectations at first when I was getting into trading, because at the end of it all, again, I end up account history of my first account that I was actually using. And the money that I was depositing in small, and I'm losing was so big, it was like up to $1,000 a share. So there was what I could have done was I would have lowered my expectations and keep patient and pile up the amount. Then I start at a goal, because $1,000 as you sent a news, but then by then I was trading 30, lose it, 30, make some profit, lose it, So I think my expectations at the beginning.
Any idea or any comment about funding programs?
Yeah, funding programs. It's a good idea. It's a good idea to people who actually want to do trading as a full-time job, because at least you're getting big capital to trade off with, and again on the other hand, it's testing your trading skill. How good are you at this? So when you're good at it, it's a good way to go because you're maximizing your career.
Are you a funded trader or personal account, or do you trade for other people's money, or PM?
I don't. I just tried out a funding program. I was doing a challenge, and I still have that account. I be pushing it slowly, but I don't do it kind of full time. No, I just do it on my own.
Okay. Any motivational or video book, anything that motivation that you can chosobolo okubulira oba recommend to someone?
Oh yeah. I think maybe what I can say is for traders, what you guys can do is, because the chairman trading, many people know how to trade, many people know risk management, technical analysis, but they don't know about psychology and emotions. What you can do, you can grab a book, you can get a free PDF format of the book. It's called Trading in the Zone by it's called Mark Douglas. No Somamuko. Then what I can also say about because I've learned goal setting and what, because every section of life you need goals. So I think you can also grab a book. It's called Goals by Brian Tracy. No, you guys, how am I supposed to set my goals? How am I supposed to achieve them?
Okay. And ngetumanyiza nti what any advice to someone kubazadde alina omwana nga omwana yamaze okusoma, omwana akyabuza n'omwana ali awo amaze okusoma, advice ki gye wandiwadde omuvubuka n'omuzadde about trading?
Yeah. Now I think kubazadde at some point they just have to leave us, okay, let's say the sons and daughters, because at some stage in life we grow up and we mature up and you know what really works for me. What do I have to do? Because I want to really say facts. Lwakubanga ekisooka kiri nti now, like personally, nali ngenda kukola civil engineering. Why? Because that had forced me to do civil engineering. But at the end of the day, was it matching my goals? And that's nedda. So there was to parents, maybe at some point they can always leave the sons and daughters to figure out, what work for me. Then they also be patient with them to learn, and then to the youth, I think we should also put in some time and learn a new idea. It may actually not even be trading. There are many internet skills right now. Trading, you can trade stocks, you can trade. Now we have MTN share stuff. I don't know. You can learn marketing. You can learn forex trading. So B2B, I think people should just they should open up their minds and digest these ideas.
Okay, ndowooza kandabe waneeno abadde the comments babadde ku chat waneeno mukulu at Haire Alain agambye Vidol, I love your content but I'm a beginner. Maybe if you have anything you can advise him.
I think I just have to put in the learning, learn from YouTube, pile up content.
Okay, waliwo agambye wano like the video. Yeah, like the video. Okay, kandabe waneeno ngezaako okulaba how did Mr. Daniel okay, waliwo abuuziza Wamala Ivan, how did you become consistent and profitable?
Now, being profitable, I think it comes down to emotions. Maybe a quick one to you guys. In trading, let's say we have a pie chart. 60% is emotion, psychology. Then I think we have 30%. I think 20 for the strategy and risk management. So again, no sang anti omuntu amanyi he has a trading strategy, a winning one. Ate amanyi risk management, he can only play 0.01. Nayenga at the end of the day, the emotions is in a winning trade, closes it because he has the fear, hey, it's going to go against me. Yet maybe you could have maximized it. Then on the other hand, you're in a losing trade, you're letting it to run. So I think it's emotions. From my experience, I really caught up with the consistency when I was good at my emotions.
By the way, kankubuuze about emotions. You're a young guy. Kizibu nnyo okuba strength, that emotional strength to hold the trades how you hold them. That is through experience. Did you get guidelines, or you just decided into my system, if I don't take profit, it is not a trade?
Those are guidelines like cutting as a
Plan.
Yeah, I have a trading plan. Now my ninety, this is my daily goal. Let's say I have this trading account, later money, this is my daily goal, and this is my daily profit target, and this is my daily loss target. So money. So when I hit my profit target, now actually personally sometimes when I hit 50% of the profit target, I move my stop loss. So I've closed that some profits. Yeah, now I can feel free about that. Yeah.
Okay, mu kibuuzo ekimu ekisembayo, what are the things biki by'oinvestingamu your trading profits?
Oh yeah. Now natandika kawo, because actually I think even before when I was learning about trading, I was also learning about things real estate. I got some ideas, but in my investments, did some investments, in land. Maybe you're buying land and planning maybe to put some rental properties. Yeah, and then we also have some digital assets, cryptos. Those are regulating stuff in the country. Nenga, it's fine. You can still invest some, and you have some holding. Yeah.
Aliwa agambye you make forex seem easy and simple. Really, nange, I have to admit, like, I get so much inspiration from you when I was starting this. By the way, katono nnyo nansonyiwa, what came into your mind ogamba let me start a YouTube channel giving out free information n'okuyamba abalala? How did it come about? Because that is I got inspiration especially from you.
Now, about the YouTube, natandika for YouTube. Actually, I think I got the YouTube channel sometime back before even learning about trading. So what I had in mind was maybe when I get something to share, like Wanga has a channel, but I don't have an idea to share on. So I was like, maybe when I actually master skill or when I learn something good, I can bring it out, I can share it out. So Natandika, I started uploading on YouTube, I think, probably last year. Yeah, beginning of last year. Yeah, that's when I started uploading stuff there.
Okay, how long did it take you to become profitable and active in trading?
While active in trading, I think in terms of time, I know, but I think time-wise, months. It's been months because when I started off learning, I was learning, doing some demo trading. Then I started off some real account trading. Nenga, those days I'll blow it up, so I can't call that consistency. So I think I became a real consistent trader last year when we were actually starting last year. That's when magical stuff was happening. So I think I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that question. That what's the time? Because at the end of the day, let's say after months you realize, hey, I've really been consistent. When you check your history, your trading history, this is consistency because you find out your profit target is really so bigger than the losses that you made. So it's a bit of a hard question to be like, okay, 2 months, maybe 1 month.
Okay, ndowooza nga tumaliza. Which strategy do you use, Mr. Daniel? Mbadde ngezaako okupikinga questions eziyinza okuba candlestick EJ. Yeah, which strategy in simple terms?
Maybe I call it top to down. I start from bigger time frames, most times H4. I get the overall trend. Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Then I scale down, maybe up to H1. Now on the H1, I'm just saying, was it a real uptrend and what's happening? Then finally, I go to the M15 category. M15, that's when I get entries. On M15, I will get entries when it's on a pullback. So I'll be able to place my stop loss just above. I'm in.
Okay, ndowooza leero tugenda komawo. Thanks for your time, really we appreciate. Okuvaako waliwo abuuziza nti why two screens. I think you need at least clear view of the chat, so mulimu olina oguteekamu swag. Yeah, how can someone get in contact with you?
Or maybe for someone wanting to reach out, you can again check on YouTube, Forex Bulls, it's Vidollarug. Even on Instagram, you can check out Vidollarug. You can follow up for some motivation. Yeah, I think those are two major sites.
Okay, thank you so much, Mukulu Daniel. Why Forex Bull? Elinya walijjawa. Forex Bulls.
Just a popular idea, and hey, this really works, and boom.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for, I think, tugezeeko okuyamba bannayuganda to get awareness. I thumbs up so much your effort, your consistency. It is not easy, so I upload so much for you. Guys, leave a like for Daniel Ahikyirize Vidollar. Subscribe to his channel. It is Vidollar Uganda. Gundi weri waneno. It is Vidollar Uganda. VIDOLLARUG. Subscribe. He has very good gundi. Waliwo wano omwami ayagala okubuuzaako ali mu background. Mukulu Sem ali eyo Kasese. Ali mu darkness, mu dungeons eyo. Mukulu Sem. No audio boss. Okay, tetugenda kumalira budde naye. Thanks for your time. See you. Let me hope when we contact you again ojja kuba otukonako bw'obaayo ne maybe anything. Sometimes you do seminars. Gezaako tucontactinga tubeere nga naffe tujoininga. Last time I was in your seminar, it was Kampala, Kingdom Kampala, where, yeah. So you contact us tubeere nga naffe tujoining those seminars. See you. Thanks for your time. Yeah.